Well, it's 4 a.m. I'm stoked because today I'm going to Yosemite for the first time.
Thank you. I'll be right back.
Thank you. I just pulled up outside the village store. Man, this place is beautiful. It's absolutely unreal. So what I gotta do next, I gotta walk up to the visitor center and get my wilderness permit. Hopefully there's still trailhead passes left because there's still a quota even during the winter time. This is, early November, and it's not very crowded, so there should be plenty left, but fingers crossed. So I'm gonna walk over there, about a 5-minute walk it should be, and see if I can get a wilderness permit.
God, what a beautiful place. Just got my wilderness permit from the visitor center and we are good to go. The permit's for the John Muir Trail and it's gonna be 2 nights. The first night, ideally, I'm gonna be going up and then camping just before the start of the Clouds of Rest climb. The next day I'll be doing that. There should be some spectacular views up there. Then I'll come back down and then make my way down into Little Yosemite Valley, and I'm gonna be camping there the second night. It's pretty chilly, but it's gonna be really nice hiking weather. And once the sun starts warming this place up, it should be just perfect. So I'm gonna make my way back to the car and then we're gonna drive over to the Happy Isles trailhead. That's where I'm gonna park.
All right, just pulled up at the trailhead parking. So next thing I gotta do is clear all the food out of my car. I don't have much, just some stuff from Starbucks, and I'm gonna chow down on a PB&J really quick, pack up all my stuff, and then we'll be hitting the trail.
All right, I'm heading out. We're all good to go. So, be back here in 2 days. Well, I'm not even into the meat of the hike yet, and already this is just incredibly beautiful. So I'm starting out heading towards the Vernal Falls area, and that's where the John Muir Trail starts. Shouldn't be many people up there, hopefully. So far, feeling pretty good. Legs are a little stiff just from the drive, but pack isn't too heavy. It's only about 34 pounds with water and food. Could have gotten a little lighter, but I had to fit the bear canister. There's really no getting around that, so I had to take my 70-liter pack. But yeah, hopefully I'll be able to ditch a little extra weight. Still got my trash from the car. They didn't have any trash cans at the parking lot, so I'm hoping I can throw it out at the visitor center before I get on the trail. The scale of things here is just incredible. Look at that. I gotta say, it's really tempting to just take a video of everything here because it's all so beautiful. But if I do that, I'll never get anywhere. I was able to throw out my trash at the nature center, and now we're just making our way over to the John Muir Trail. My legs have warmed up, feeling good. Scenery is amazing, and pretty much for the next 2 days, I'm just gonna be climbing a lot of elevation. So I'm gonna have to enjoy these flats while I can, because it's gonna be a lot of uphill. So we're at the beginning of the High Sierra Loop Trail. I'm going to be going to Cloud's Rest. I won't be going up to the peak today, but I'll be camping down below it before the climb. Let's keep going. Even though it's still pretty chilly out, I'm getting a little hot, so I'm going to take the chance, take off some layers. We're starting to get a bit of an incline right here, and it's going to be mostly uphill for the rest of the day from here on out. So I'm in for it. Absolutely incredible. This is the most beautiful place I had ever backpacked. And I have a feeling that all of the uphill I got in store for me is going to be 100% worth it. Just a quick update. Crossed over the Merced River, and now I'm starting to climb out of the valley towards the falls. Just got to the junction of the John Muir Trail, which is there behind me, and then the Mist Trail, which is over there. And I'm going to take the Mist Trail because I don't really feel like doing the steep elevation gain that the John Muir Trail would have, and I kind of want to go by the waterfalls because I think that'd be pretty cool. I'm just about to get my first views of the Vernal Falls. It's right up there. Not a whole bunch of water right now, but still beautiful nonetheless. It's a lot of stairs. Good views though, very good views. Yeah, with the pack on, this is a really brutal climb. You can't really tell on the video, but it's about a 45-degree slope going up. So many stairs, can't even count them. But we're getting through them, just one foot in front of the other. About probably 2/3 of the way to the top. Made
made it to the top of Vernal Falls. There's the falls down there. Really incredible. So it should be a little flatter for a bit, and then I'll have some more climbing. So right here, I've just stepped off the trail a little bit. We're right above a wider part of the river that leads to Vernal Falls. And I figure this is a good, beautiful spot to just stop, take a quick break, maybe fuel up a little bit, drink some water. And I also kind of want to go over my route, show you what my plan is. This is where I parked over here by the Happy Isles parking lot. I hiked in, crossed the Merced River, came over here, and I took the Mist Trail, hiked the Vernal Falls, and that was the long staircase. And then we're at the Emerald Pool right now. But next I'm going to be crossing a footbridge here on the John Muir Trail and following this pass just below Liberty Cap. So this is going to be the next section of elevation gain right here. The plan for the rest of today is to stay on the John Muir Trail and hike up to where the John Muir Trail and the Clouds Rest backpacking trail sort of split right here. Probably try to eat dinner somewhere around here, and then depending on the time, I'll hike the rest of the way up to here and camp around here. Tomorrow, my plan is to summit Clouds Rest if conditions are good, and then continue back around here to the bottom where it crosses the John Muir Trail again. And then I'll be coming out around here and down into Little Yosemite Valley, and I'll probably camp night 2 somewhere around Burl Point, and then the last day will be hiking the rest of the way out. So that's sort of the general plan right now. It could be subject to change depending on how tired I am. Second day would be pretty long, around 11 or 12 miles, but it's all downhill, which is kind of nice. Once I get over Clouds Rest, there won't be any more elevation gain. So far, weather is looking really good, and if conditions hold and I don't get too worn out, that should be the plan. We're just crossing over the Merced River right now, and pretty incredible views. So over there, that's Mount Broderick, and that right there is Liberty Cap. So we're going to be going around and then up the pass just below Liberty Cap. I got out onto the trail a little bit later than I wanted, so probably won't be getting to my campsite until just before dark if I keep up this pace. Those stairs up to Vernal Falls were pretty brutal, and I have another climb coming up in probably the next few minutes here. So yeah, just gotta keep going. Can't take too many rest stops as much as I want to. I'm almost to the top of this climb through the pass up there above me. Liberty Cap is right behind me up there. We got a nice waterfall over here behind me. So as hard as this climb is, it is well worth it. Behind me, see the rest of Yosemite Valley. The Vernal Falls are back down that way. So I've already climbed a significant amount of elevation. Probably have another 2,000 feet to go today. So yeah, it's just gonna keep on trekking. Just took another little break here right before the top of the climb, and can't really beat this view. But I'm in the shade, and I'm at around 5,000 feet right now, and it's getting a little chilly, which is kind of nice because I'm gonna be working hard again, going back up there. So I just took a little break, threw some electrolyte in my water, and that should keep me nice and hydrated. Oh, the rear flat spot. Oh, this is nice. More climbing now though. So I'm actually at around 5,800 feet right now, according to my map. And that means I got another about 1,200 feet to go before I make camp. Another 5 miles, 2,000 feet, no big deal. Oh, finally made it to the top of those switchbacks. Very stoked. Clouds Rest, 6.8 miles. I won't be going all the way up there, so probably only 5 miles to go. All right, just stopped at a water break and a Cliff Bar, and we're right around 6,000 feet. Elevation to Little Yosemite. It's only about another 400 feet, so should be fairly easy going for the next few miles. And then I'll have another little climb before I get to my campsite. Not bad. It's really beautiful up here. Just met up again with the Merced River. I'm pretty good on water right now, so I think I'll pass on filling up my bottles. They're all filled with fresh water from the tap still, so I don't really want to have to deal with using my filter yet. So we just reached a fork in the trail. We came along the Merced River here. And I actually need to keep following the John Muir Trail. Even though this one says it goes to Half Dome, it also goes up here to Clouds Rest. On we go. Well, started to feel my thigh start to cramp up a little bit. So I'm just gonna take a breather here. Stretch out a little bit. So far this hike has been really amazing. It's very peaceful out here. You don't really notice all the sounds that you hear living in a city or a town. At least not until you come out here where there's... Back on the move. I drank the rest of my electrolytes. And then I have a goo that I can have if I really need it, but I want to save that for tomorrow if I can. Just because tomorrow's going to be probably a lot more strenuous. My cramp is feeling better. I think just taking a quick rest helped it out. So far the trail's nice and flat. It's a little sandy though. So we got another fork right here. Backpackers camp is over that way, but we're gonna be taking this side. Nothing beats miso soup. So I'm almost out of water. I've got about maybe a third of a liter left. I should, within the next mile or two, be coming up on a stream that I should be able to refill from. If that doesn't happen, then I'm gonna have to change plans and abandon the summit of Clouds Rest and instead head down into Little Yosemite Valley. We'll see what happens, but there was a waterfall coming down the side of the mountain about a mile ago, so I think there should be water up there, but right now we're gonna stick with the plan. We're done with the break. It's time to go find some more water, fill up. It's about 2:20 right now, so I'm just taking it easy. And if it ends up getting dark by the time I get into camp, that's okay. And since there's no conditions other than the temperature dropping, shouldn't be a big deal. We should be getting to the trail junction that would lead to Half Dome. We're gonna be taking the right fork that'll lead towards Clouds Rest. Right now should be about maybe about a mile to the junction where I could grab some water, hopefully. Probably another 400 feet of elevation. Here we are at the junction. Half Dome Trail's over that way. And we're gonna be going over this way. On the John Muir Trail for just a little bit longer. Heading towards Clouds Rest. How neat is that? We're just getting to the junction of the John Muir Trail and Clouds Rest. So Clouds Rest goes up that way to the left, and the John Muir Trail continues on down to the right. Up that way, supposedly there is no water. So if I'm gonna get water, I gotta go down the John Muir Trail just a little bit farther. Yeah, this is looking promising. There's a lot of green grasses here. So I think there is water here. And we'll see, looks like we might be coming up to a stream bed right here. Oh, perfect. Look at that. I don't even have to go far for water. So what I'm gonna do is I have 2 extra little collapsible bottles, and I'm gonna fill those up too. In addition to my water bottles, I'm gonna drink all the water I have remaining right now, and then totally fill up. And tonight and tomorrow, I'll have to do a little bit of water rationing, most likely. So I decided I am gonna make some food right now. I'm actually gonna do my boil in a bag meal that I was gonna save for tonight. It's a New England clam chowder with sweet potato and smoked fish. This is bear country. I'd rather eat this away from my campsite.
I'll still have to carry the trash with me, but you know, I'd rather not have to cook this right next to my tent or 100 feet from my tent, wherever. So might as well eat it now. I have plenty of Cliff Bars and some oatmeal and stuff that I can have right before bed to warm me up. I mean, it shouldn't be that cold tonight. It can't be more than mid-30s, which should be just fine with the equipment I have. So just looking at the map while I eat my food, we're actually fairly close to where I want to be. We're right here by the John Muir and the Clouds Rest Trail intersection. Less than 2 miles of travel to get all the way up here. And I don't actually know if I'm going to camp all the way up here because it's just going to get steeper as you get up here. As you can see, there are switchbacks. So if I can find a good campsite somewhere around here, ideally, especially before sundown, I think I'm definitely going to take it. I don't think I'm going to camp all the way up here. I don't think climbing right away after waking up is fun. I might rather have a bit of a warm-up, just hiking some gradual gradient there. So we'll see what happens. Right now, just enjoying some hot cocoa, eating some of my meal. It didn't really fully rehydrate. That might be because of the altitude. Just kind of waiting. It's been about 15 minutes since I dumped the water in there, and hopefully it's rehydrating some. I am glad that I decided to eat this here because between this meal and the hot cocoa, I used pretty much a full 1.5 liters of water in addition to drinking some. So it'll definitely be nice to have a full 3 liters of water plus another liter in the foldable canteens. So all in all, feeling good about the decisions. And we still got plenty of sunlight left. Should be light for at least another hour or two. Definitely enjoying this trip. All right, it's 4:30. Sun's going down. It's just above the mountaintop, so it's gonna get darker and colder here pretty soon. Finished my dinner. Gotta say, the New England corn chowder, not good. I did not like it. I could barely get it all down, but sometimes they're not all good. Got all my water filled up. It's probably gonna be the heaviest my pack will be, even though I ate some of my food. I'm just gonna hike for probably about 30 minutes, just until sundown, and try to find a good spot, and then get in bed. I'm really tired. Waking up early this morning, plus 6-7 miles of hiking with lots of elevation gain. I mean, tomorrow will be harder, but at least I'll be able to sleep in a little bit. I washed out all of my dishware about 200 feet from the stream. Usually you don't want to eat right by the stream. I made sure I didn't spill any food or anything, and any waste got put way up there. It should be filtered pretty well by the the dirt. I'm gonna pack up and get back on the trail. It's kind of low light. I ended up walking about a mile after dinner. Found some terrain I liked, so I walked off the main path over there. Got the dual mid all pitched up. I don't know how much video I'm gonna do tonight. It's gonna be pretty dark. Got camp already. Still a little bit of light in the night sky, not much. So I'm gonna be going to bed. Well, decided to do one last update for the night. Ended up eating some dry foods. Once I got here, I got my bear box about 150 feet that way. Made some tea and stuff and brushed my teeth. There's actually a pretty bright half moon right now. The skies are totally clear, so it's pretty light out. We'll see how that affects my sleep, but should be okay. Not too cold out yet, probably in the mid low 40s. I've got my legs in my quilt, and they're pretty toasty. I ended up going through one of the Sawyer foldable water bottles, just making some tea and rehydrating here at camp. And I'm gonna sleep well tonight, even though it's supposed to be fairly cold. The forecast said 38, but I don't know if it was accounting elevation, so probably subtract a few degrees for that. I don't know what time I'm gonna wake up in the morning. I kind of don't want to wake up before dawn, just because I did that last night. I actually have less elevation to do tomorrow. Today I did around 3,500 feet, and tomorrow I only have to do about 2,500 feet, and it's more gradual going up to Cloud's Rest, so I'm pretty stoked on that. I'm about a mile and a half away from the point where the climb really starts, so it should be a nice little warm-up getting there. Pretty much once I summit, it's going to be all downhill the rest of the trip for the next 2 days. No complaints there. Well, might as well try to get to sleep. Try to wake up maybe just a little before sunrise. That'll give me time to pack up and get on the trail.